How's it going? Today is 3rd of February, Saturday, and we are taking a look at some press releases, everything what's happening in the market. I'm looking for perhaps some of the opportunities. How can I or others engage with organizers, right? Some of the press releases, some of those were establishing hubs. Great. I wish there would be more ways of engaging with some of those teams. That would be great. Well, but either way, let's progress. In this area, let's take a look at press release that will be 2024 Business Council launch. Would that mean the UK's economy is not doing that well? Things always could be better, I would say, but it isn't the matter, I guess. But either way, so let's get all the people together and see what we can do, right? I'm looking to reach out to a number of councils, right? So that would be local governments, right? There's no response. So that's my feedback. I'm reaching out to local governments and setting up potential operations. There's no response, right? That's my feedback. So once that been said, let's take a look at why perhaps British and or UK's economy is not doing that well. Let's take a look at, and people are putting at least up front that they are doing something right. Since problems might be somewhere else, but either way, the Prime Minister launched this year's Business Council today, 31st of January, so 3 days ago, and we'll meet with members throughout the year to discuss economic growth, right? So at least people out there they have having discussions, so to say, right? And discussions should be during those discussions, issues should be raised to the top, right? So if there are any issues, would it be great to raise those issues? So that's how I would approach it, right? And something I'm looking to do here. So I'm looking to reach out to local councils. Let's take a look at ports, right? South Wales port that would be one that recently lay off about 8,000 or so people. I'm reaching out to the local council setting up my business there. There's no response for over 2 months or so. So that's an example, right? I haven't read it, by the way, right? Let's take a look at some of the bullet points of what's going to be within this article, right? The PM Prime Minister to receive intelligence from the vanguard of businesses. Some of the business names from across UK, from ETSC 100 companies to small, medium, or micro, medium, large, help drive government's growth agenda, right? Okay. Builds on the banner here for investment in UK. Okay. So they're looking to do something, which is great, right? And yeah, let's see what they're gonna be doing, right? Usually, for people who do not know, right? So usually the business of the environment is very competitive, right? So it's not necessarily within the interest of those business. It's not interest of those business to have more people at the table. Interest of those businesses is to have less businesses so they can have more market dominance, right? So myself, I don't know, it's just fun. Look at it. For people who don't know, it's just fun. If you would ask me for retailers, right, so grocery shops, one of those retailers, if you ask one of those people, they would say less businesses do retail better. They have more market share. So I don't know what this whole front is all about. Perhaps there should be more opportunities setting up new businesses, right? Setting up new businesses and starting perhaps making opportunities available in tackling new areas. Let's take a look at perhaps battery technology. Let's instead of supporting existing ones, perhaps we should open new opportunities to setting up new businesses and exploring new opportunities, right? But it's not necessarily within the interest of these businesses. So either way. The Prime Minister launches this year business council today, and will meet with members throughout the year to discuss economic growth. The council will have regular meetings with Prime Minister on the Downing Street to share intelligence directly from the shop floor to help boost the UK's economy and create jobs. The first meeting will take place next month. There's a number of projects there. These firms account for over 200,000 employees from across the United Kingdom and are instinct, the success of the nation, where it is to be the delivery of critical infrastructure and to develop new homes of the products of aircraft engines. I don't know. I don't know. Since some of the business that they're referring to, I don't know. I don't know. Perhaps something that was highlighted during uh, Prime Minister Q&A at Parliament. I think this is perhaps what they're referring to within this article. But either way, for people who don't know, economy is not doing that well. It's not doing that well. But when people are talking about economy and leadership, I should always say that everything is very good. But it's not. By the way, it's not. But either way, the nearly appointed business council would be for bringing the real world perspective of how the current economic climate is impacting business and or how government and industry can work together to boost investment and or innovation, drive productivity and create highly skilled jobs. The Minister of Enterprise, Markets and Small Businesses. Oh, okay, okay. So then I can reach out perhaps to this person because if you're looking for feedback, I can offer a lot of feedback, right? Setting up a business, right? Reaching out to local governments. There's no response. There's nothing there. So that's the feedback. It can take months. It can take 6 months. It can take years, right? So that's a waste of everyone's time. We'll also host quarterly meetings with Downing Street with the small business representatives groups and share the government hears from the broad range of SMEs in addition to those that sit on the council. Okay, that's I think it's just a front that they are doing something, but actually not really doing anything. So, but either way, and they promoting perhaps just the top handful of companies. So it's only what's happening, right? So it's not the interest of those companies to address new businesses coming in and trying to do things differently, right? So there was the name of the person, right? An article I have read, and it seems that they have put together a thing where they're gonna be asking businesses for feedback. Here we go. Let's put a letter. Let's put together a letter. Let's reach out to this person for feedback, right? Usually, there's no response. So what they're doing, they're just making a lot of noise that they're doing something, where actually people are not doing anything. Let's put together a chat to this person right into that. From what I understand, this person should be responsible for receiving the feedback, right? That's perhaps my own understanding, right? So let's put together and reach out to this person and see if we would receive any feedback from this person that he have acknowledged our letter. Uh, I will skip name just in case. I don't want to put this person on the spot. Usually, I don't know what is for would fall within the responsibilities of some of these people, right? It should be important, from what I understand. It should be important, but usually they might be busy doing other things. The least I can do, I can put together a letter and reach out to this person, right? Software gave me this letter, right? I haven't typed this letter myself, right? I don't know. Let's take a look at what software gave it to me, right? A letter would begin by introducing, right, and or bringing this person's attention to perhaps three ports. I think it's most value for money as of now. Some of the government's initiatives, right, when it comes to economy and improvement of economy. If you would ask me, it would improve at least 20-fold, but that would be my own understanding, right? And I would be looking to perhaps bring this person's attention to the process, the process could be a lot smoother, right? So if he could bring or take a look at this process, if anything, I'll look into the chat. If he would be able to respond to my email, we can sit down and have a chat, right? I haven't read it, by the way. I don't know what this letter is all about. I haven't written this letter. I'll package. I'll send it to this person and see if I can get the response right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.